up, everybody? Welcome back. Hope you've had a good day so far, and you guys have been killing it, killing the TA, you know. Sorry for sounding a bit sick. Apologies, but I am. The cold got to me again. Like, I'm doing my best to come out here and continue, but it's not easy. Okay, I'm not feeling my best, but luckily what we spoke about TA yesterday, like anybody who's been watching the streams yesterday's, for example, um um I'm pretty sure you're not shocked about the volatility that we're seeing or the moves or anything like that, because everything was discussed yesterday. We talked about those possibilities, happening, and we spoke about also what it means if it does happen. Now, if you didn't see, yesterday's show, I can say humbly, it's your loss. So I hope you watched it, because otherwise you might get shocked why we are seeing a lot of moves and what happened and whatnot and so on. Yesterday, a friend told me that the volume of the music was a bit too high. So I hope it's okay right now. Anyways, let's get into the TA as usual. So, small little recap of what I spoke about yesterday. Just a little bit, okay? Otherwise, just go ahead and watch the stream from yesterday. I think it's much better. Excuse me, guys, like I have to have a sip of my tea. Okay. So, we had this ascending triangle that I was speaking about since a few days back now. And I don't know how many of you watched, but for those who didn't watch, I told you yesterday, let's give it 24 to 48 hours, because it looked like we were gonna come down. We did come down, but I told you that I'm not, like, this action right here was not so worrying to me. I wasn't bothered about it, because if you remove all the sound, all the noise, on the chart, you could see that there was some type of confusion. But then, yeah, I have my reasons to not be so, scared of seeing a sharp move to the downside. Okay, back to this. I told you guys yesterday, if we just see a wick down, it's fine, as long as we get back above within this triangle, if you remember, right? Mago, welcome back to the show. Hope you've had a good day so far. Glad to see you here. I'm taking those mini pauses now and then just to sip my tea, chats, just so you know. So I was telling you guys that if we come back down, we hold support, there's just a wick, like the daily candle, wicks down, but importantly, it gets back up above this old support, okay? Because the problem would be, if you guys remember, I told you the problem would be if it comes to support and then this old support acts as new resistance, and price gets rejected right here around these levels. That would not be so cool for the move, okay? But what happened instead? Since this triangle is drawn on a 4-hourly chart, not on the daily, but it also kind of fits on the daily, but on the daily I would have drawn it a bit different. Okay, I will get into it soon. It's drawn on the 4-hourly chart. So what happened? We came to support. Mago, if you remember, yesterday, just at the end of the show, you asked me like how far would it go, and I told you around probably 16,710 to 16,800 ish levels. But at the same time, I told you like that was the worst case scenario for the day. But at the same time, at the end of the show, I told you that we are at support right now. We are at support right now. Let's see what happens. Since then, we came down just a little bit back down because this was the candle we were at, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe this one, probably this one, around 3 o'clock, 3 a.m. my time. And this support held. And what's lovely about all this, guys, is this. We didn't get rejected at this level, okay? We'll see what happens now, but we didn't get rejected at this level. We got back in within the ascending triangle, and never mind the ascending triangle, okay? We got back above the support line. Like, instead of it acting as resistance and things just going left, and when I say left, I just mean, to the downside, okay? We got back up above this, support line. Volatility is here. Yesterday I told you it's probably coming. Right now it is here. Like in a day we've seen all these moves, like from this side to this side. Well, something like this, and then we pull back up again. Okay, so it's looking interesting. On top of that, yesterday we closed at 17,089. Today we closed at 17,210. Like, it's been a while we saw that type of while. Last time we closed at 17,200, above 17,200 in general. It was a few days ago on the 8th of December, okay? So in general, this is not a bad move. All I want to see now is us to close at least a 4-hourly candle above 17,300 to 17,350, just above this, resistance line right here, okay? 17,350, just being a bit more conservative, okay? So we need a close above 17,300 or $17,350, between this range, at least $17,300, so we can see a bit more push, and hopefully we break 17,350, and then we're good to go, pretty much. Like we are gonna see resistance again, remember, around 17,000, and let me check it out now, 17,470 ish, around these levels, okay? But we break that, there's not much holding us until the levels we've been waiting for a while now. That would be around 17,000, 690, 17,000, between 17,500 and 99, well, instead of 99, 17,600 to $17,700, okay? These are the levels I'm having a look at. Now let's get into the TA. Before that, I'm just gonna take a little pause and see what chat is saying. Is that a double top that's forming? Okay, where do you see the double top? Is it on the 4-hourly chart? That you mean, Mago? I love these questions. Chat, like anybody replaying the shows, smart people got those good questions. So it's good to Pay attention, okay? Let's see, 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes. Okay, are you speaking about this point to this point or this point to this point, Mago? So I can clear up your question. Do you mean the first, top right here, or the second top between the first and the third, or the second or the and the third? The two on the right. Okay, so I mean those two. Yeah, no, I wouldn't consider this to be a double top, really. So no, not really. No. Like double top, let me show you. Let me show you real fast. Sip my tea at the same time. Let me see if I can find something that's more correct. So much ridiculous pictures when looking at Google. Hold on. Okay, I think this one is much better. Found one. Like there are different definitions according to people, but this is what I would consider a better double top if you ask me, okay? From experience as well. Even though this one, kind of, but here we go. Hold on. Just, okay. Do you see this, Mago? Can you see it clearly? I'm gonna try to zoom in. This is more a double top, okay? The second one is a lower high, not a higher high. Fine? Look, I tried to find something that was, instead of me drawing, something that was more on the correct side when it comes to my experience, and this is the one I found because there's so much stuff in Google that is not correct sometimes, but more like this, okay? If you see this, one high with a higher high, and then the second one is a lower high, then you found yourself a more stronger double top, okay? At least in my experience, that's what I've noticed. What would signal, like, for example, if you're looking for a short, I think that's why you're asking if it's a double top, maybe. So hypothetically, if we were to go in on a trade, you do see that we have some, bad divergence that developed, right, on one of the oscillators. And also, well, not on the MACD, but also the MACD turned bearish, okay, on the 15 minute. So you got, two things telling you there that, yeah, we could pull down a bit more. Okay, chat, back to TA. Just hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. I hope that answered your question, Mago. You're so welcome. Okay, let's go ahead then. So, on the daily, we still have positive momentum, like going. Okay, it's not the strongest, but still there, still going. MACD is bullish. RSI is literally in neutral territory right now. Like yesterday, we were around neutral, but right now it is literally neutral territories. Okay, we had a nice pull with this wick on this candle. Like it wasn't looking that good, but the important things happened. We held support. We broke above, the support line instead of it acting as resistance again. Hold up. So, moving average is still looking bearish. Okay, pretty much on the daily, not much has changed there. Looking at the other moving averages, the ones that people usually use, it's also looking pretty much bearish. Nothing to say there. Let's head over to the 4-hourly. So guys, do you remember yesterday I was telling you about how it would be good if this continues to go a bit lower, while this went a bit lower, as long as like we didn't, break anything below 16,761 and close a 4-hourly candle below it, because then we would see a nice divergence develop, and that's what happened. That's what happened. Okay, so good there too. So far everything is like it's still looking fine. That's why I told you yesterday, like this candle right here was not so, because I know a lot of people were like, oh, doji, oh, market's confused, oh, because we had a bit, push. But at the same time, you have to be calm and just give the day to develop. Just because, the weekly comes as fast as possible, even though the weekly candle is important, you have to give it a bit of a time to mature, you see? Because it can trick you. Like, it can trick you, you see it break this, it's very easily, like it can easily fool you. You see it break support. You see the doji, on the weekly. The doji close on the weekly. Like I can understand it can be tricky, but patience. Patience is the key, my friends. So far it's looking good. I like the volume that's building up. Like I'm not saying it's the strongest we've had when we compare it to others, but at the same time, it's one of the best ones we've had since the 30th of November, okay? So not the strongest ever, but still better than, the past weeks, okay? All right, so that's Bitcoin in general. Maybe we can come back and look at the hourly and so on later, but now let's head over to the altcoins, which were at support levels. Many of them were at support yesterday when we were talking about them. So let's see what's going on now. Okay. So Ethereum on the daily, MACD is still looking bullish. Okay. We have positive momentum on the histogram as well, even though it's losing strength. Our site is in neutral territories right now. We also had a wick up, as you can see, on Ethereum after we came back down. And on the 4-hourly, I don't know if you guys remember, I did tell you that if we break this support, might come back down, you know, to these levels, 1,236. We came all the way to 1,240-ish, like $3-4 away, okay, from this support area, because this one broke. But guess what? It held. We flipped back up. Now, the next important question also for Ethereum is, can we get above this resistance line right here? Like after this one, $1,285. These dashed lines have been here a good while. Probably, I don't know, since I've been streaming, or maybe 4 or 5 month minimum. And they're still being respected. So if we break above this one, we have another resistance, which is around, let me see now. Just want to be sure. This is on the daily. Let's focus on the 4-hourly instead. Okay. That would be around 1,300-ish dollars. I think we spoke about that too yesterday, right? 1,310, somewhere around these levels, okay? So we break that, we got some other resistance around 1,310 and so on. Otherwise, it's also looking like calm. And if Bitcoin pushes a bit more, it's gonna take it with it. And of course, if it just rolls over, it's also gonna take it with it. So on the 4-hourly, otherwise, MACD is trying to go bullish. It's trying to go bullish. We are losing the negative momentum, okay? And our side is above neutral as well. We do have, let's see. No, we don't. Well, compared to Bitcoin that was showing, you know, some nice divergence, Ethereum is not showing the nice divergence, okay? So it's saying that Bitcoin was a bit stronger than Ethereum this time, yeah? Let me have a look at the moving averages. They look bearish. They look bearish pretty much. Bearish here too. On the 4-hourly, let's see. Okay, fine. There is some, like it was trying to curl, short term was trying to curl below the midterm yesterday, but it's holding on, okay? It's still looking okay, not bad. Here, pretty much moving averages look bullish, but I'm also looking at my other screens, you know, just to let you guys know the most used settings for moving averages as well. We had a nice volume with this candle, so that's good, but not the best. But we got some buy pressure, okay? Besides, CPI data is coming out tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. I guess that will bring probably more volatility. So few coming days gonna be interesting for Bitcoin and some other altcoins as well. So that's it for Ethereum, okay? New support. I think that would be important to bring up. It's not that different, but there's some new development, so better I draw it out. Okay, so new support around these levels between 1254 to, I should put this, well no, 1248, still this blue line. We break below it, back to this, you know, level again, recent support levels, okay? So that's Ethereum, pretty much. I think we covered it, and we're done with that. Let's have a look at some other altcoins. Go chat, do you have any altcoin in mind you'd like to have, you know, a look at so we can discuss it together? If not, I'll just continue with the usuals, you know, the usual order: Ripple, BNB, Cardano, and so on. Damn, this weather, like, you feel a bit better and then it gets to you again. It's crazy. And besides, everybody around me is sick, so I meet anybody, like, they infect me the second I meet them. Gardena. Gardena. Is that an altcoin, Mago? Gardena. Let's have a look. I've never heard of it. Gardena, also people. I'm not following Mago. One more time, I'm not following now. Gardena, what is it? Well, I'm pretty sure it's not stocks or forex, so you might be talking about something else. I think there's a crypto called People. Oh, a crypto called People. Okay. People, well, People you are right about, but what's Gardena? I've actually never, ever had a look at People. Always interesting with new ones. Okay. So it came out in 2021. Let's see what kind of coin this is. People. I think I had someone like talk about it. I remember that, but I never had a look about it at it. Okay, let's see now. I was just checking out what People is, what kind of coin it is. Now let's head over to the TA. My strength. It's not the, like, I don't come out and talk about fundamentals here for a reason. Okay, so People. This one is a new one. So just having an eye on the chart, what's going on. Okay, let's have a look at the weekly. This is the weekly. So prior weekly candle closed the, well, pretty bearish candle, right? There is not so much data when it comes to the moving averages since it's not that old, not even the, you know, XD, I suppose, like Instagram. XD is bullish, but that's about it. So it's better we check out the daily on this one. Okay. Very interesting. We are at support. Gents, we are at support. And ladies, if there are any watching, which I doubt. But we are at support right now. Cool. There is some nice like this is very, very important. If it closes below 0.02138, the nice divergence that we are seeing that is forming on both oscillators is gonna be invalid. Number one, okay, take that with you. That's important. MACD is bearish, still some negative momentum going on, you know, on the histogram as well. So that's not the best. Moving averages on the daily. It's good that this short term is above the midterm. Now it needs to get above the long term as well. And this one needs to get above the blue one needs to get above the long term too. Okay, so we can see multiple, you know, things confirming that there could be a reversal soon. Okay, it's gonna be interesting now when I zoom in a bit closer, because I want to zoom in because I feel like this there can be something interesting going on. But let me cover up the daily first. There's already clear, like very clear, nice divergence that is developing on the RSI. Okay, it could go a bit lower. It could go a bit lower. If it breaks below 0.021 levels, it closes a daily below this one. The nice divergence on one of the oscillators is gonna be invalid automatically, okay? But on the RSI, it can go all the way lower, just that it doesn't close below 0.01888. If it can do that, there's still some nice divergence developing, okay? When it comes to the RSI. Now let's have a look at the 4-hourly. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, look, looks like bears lost steam or are losing steam a little bit. Let's have a look at the MACD. It's still bearish. Okay, we still have negative momentum on the histogram as well. We were kinda, you know, around oversold-ish territories, like RSI haven't been as low as this, like around these levels, since probably the 20th of October, okay, on the 4-hourly. And it looks like even on the 4-hourly, like the daily, we noticed that we are at support, right? On the 4-hourly, same thing, guys. Look, I'm just gonna pull it. I'm just gonna pull it to the right so you guys can see what I mean, because on the daily, we've already established that, but look at this. Just gonna pull, bam. Look at this. Support, support, hopefully support again, right? Like I'm doing this live, guys, so bear with me. I'm gonna get into what kind of targets we might see and so on and so forth. But first, let me just, you know, dissect it in front of you guys. I heard another charger say that the MACD and the RSI show are slow indicators. What's your opinion? Well, they do like play out according to the price action. I can't say they're fast, like he or she is not wrong about that. They do, you know, go according to price. So it's not like it happens before the price, you know, like you get what I mean, Mago? So that's actually not false. That's correct. Okay, so we do have some nice divergence also on the RSI, okay? We do have some nice divergence also on the RSI developing. Let's see. Also on the MACD, there is some type of nice divergence. It's very difficult to see though, but it's definitely there. Okay, let's talk about support and resistance levels. And when it comes to that, you know, RSI being uh, slow or not, look, it's the, for example, like in short, let me give you a short explanation of what how the RSI is measured. Okay, it's measured by the magnitude of recent price changes. You see, so it's not the other way around. Okay, it's measured by the magnitude of recent price changes, and it goes according to that. Do you get me, Mago? So it's how can I explain this the best way? I hope I'm not asking too much questions. I looked up divergence from different sites. What is your clearance definition of divergence? No, you're no, like questions are good, Mago. Do not ever like apologize for asking questions. Questions are good. I like questions. Because questions show first of all that you're here to learn. You're not here for sell signals or buy signals, you know, and that's very important because there are many other people's, you know, groups and so on and so forth that you guys can go to. But here we like we're doing it the right way. So do not like if something like it's a pleasure to explain, and I'll do my best. So thank you for asking, if anything. Okay, your question was, what is your clearest definition of divergence? Okay, this one, hold on, let me get with question number one first, Mago. Why, if RSI is slow and so on. So I want to explain, hold on, hold up. Like I have notes that I took off, I'm just, hold on. Okay, in short, here, there you go. It's it's easily it's measured like by the speed of price action. Simple. RSI, okay? Hence, for example, Ralph, that I know personally, I used to tell him that do not get fooled by the like RSI, because if you like RSI does not tell you where price might go, because it goes by the price literally, okay? So it's the same thing there, Mago. Like it's literally measured by the price action, not the other way around. Just keep that in mind, okay? But it's it's important to have a look at it. So it's not a bad thing, okay? And divergence, this one is, how can I explain to you? Look, there are bullish divergence, there are bearish divergence, there are like, in short, some tell you a continuation of a trend going on, okay? Some tell you that we could see a reversal of a trend. It might sound confusing. If it sounds confusing, let me know, because it is a bit confusing in the beginning. Mago, so I'm trying to explain this the best way I can so you don't get confused. If, for example, Mago, we see this, okay? We see, this is just an example, okay? Do not take it literally, just trying to show an example. We see this, we see something like, let me find space. We see something like this, okay? Price action somewhere like this, fine. And then on the oscillators, the other way around, something like this, okay? Let me try to draw it now. So we got price, let's say we have one low here, and then we have another low here, okay? And on the oscillators, we have something like this, okay? We have one low here, but then we have a lower high somewhere on these levels, okay? This one would tell you, well, first of all, it's a regular divergence, because there are different types of divergences. This would be a regular divergence, okay? So it's telling you it's bullish. Do you get me? Did I explain this for you in a good way? Did you understand it? Let's say like markets doing something like this, okay? And then when it comes to the oscillators, we have something like, I don't know, something like this and this. So let's say candlesticks are up here and oscillators down here, okay? So you see the price, forming lower lows, okay? But the oscillators forming higher lows. You get me? Then you see a regular divergence, okay? It's in other words indicating trend reversal. Fine. There are different types. So there are different types. I'm gonna get more into this when it comes to Patreon, but do you get this point at least? Did I understand it like in a good way for you, or is it still confusing? And these can happen in both uptrends and downtrends, okay? It doesn't just happen in an uptrend, it doesn't just happen in a downtrend, it's in both sorts of uptrends. It's valid until it's not. I'm getting it for sure. I've seen that a lot of times since I've been looking at divergence indicator. Yeah, and another thing, when it comes to the divergence indicator, which I also tell friends, it's not 100% always you know, valid. Okay, it's not magic. It's just a tool. Everything we use, even candlesticks, everything else is a tool. So it's not 100. It's not a trading system. Okay, it's very important to know. It's not a trading system. So we look at it because we look at all types of tools, Western and Eastern, but it's definitely not a trading system, and it's not always 100% respected. Like you can see divergences many times, and sometimes they don't play out. Sometimes they play out. Like you have to put this together with the other indicators, you see? Okay, let me remove this, all this. Okay, so yeah, I've been working on Patreon today, so I can't wait. I can't wait to get this started. But these questions are good questions, Margot. Kudos to you. They are very good questions because the more you get into TA, the more questions you will have. That's only a good sign. Like I remember, I had non-stop questions, but it was mostly to myself because I didn't have anybody to guide me, and I realized that following some things or watching some things, free education is not always good education sometimes. Like it when it came to practice, when it came to reality, when it came to actually putting it into action, I still got wrecked, and I was like, okay, what am I doing wrong? It turned out I wasn't the one who had, issues following instructions. It was just that the instructions I was getting wasn't the right ones, unfortunately. Okay, back to people, so I can answer your question. So we are at support. I see that the pairs are losing steam, which is good. Still negative momentum, on the histogram, but we are kinda losing it slowly. Okay. Now we have first resistance around these levels. Let me just draw a line. Maybe a box is better. And this on the 4-hourly. This. So we have first resistance on the 4-hourly around these levels. Just gonna put a text there since it's my first time as well doing this. Okay. So first resistance. Oh, and much better. Okay. Before that, we could meet some resistance here, but it's not going to be as major as I should probably somewhere here. It's not going to be as major as this one, okay? This one's going to be some major resistance right here. After that, if we can break out of this one, and we're still talking about the 4-hourly, okay? Next one would be around, let's say 0.24. Yeah, 0.24-ish levels, okay? 0.241, 0.24 areas, fine. That would be the next one that I will be having a look at. Like it's filled with resistances on the way up, I see now. But it's cool, no worries. So next one would be around this level right here. Let me turn this red. Like if we can have a 4-hourly candle close above at least 0.236, it's gonna be very easy to come to this level. But then we do have resistance here again, okay? If we can break above that one, not much holding us until 0.255 levels. Looking at the daily though, like if support holds at these levels, not much holding us until probably 0.253, 252 levels. If we can break above that one, it's eventually back around these levels right here, okay? 0.27-ish and so on. That's a long wick. That's a long wick up there. Yeah, but 0.2, sorry, not 0.2, 0.0275, 0.02, sorry for saying 0.2, I meant 0.02 all this time. So 0.0275 and so on. That would be the next resistance on the daily if can get above 0.25, like close the daily above 0.25 levels. If we break this support, well, there's not much holding us until 0.0188 to 0.017-ish dollars. Got it? I hope that answered your question, Miguel. I understand a lot more now. I have to go for a second. I'll be right back, but thank you. No worries. You're very welcome, Miguel. And please take your time. No stress. I'll be here. So that's people. This was an interesting chart. I've never had a look at it before. And normally I wouldn't, have a look at it on my own because I have rules when looking at ALTCOINS, and excuse me that I'm calling it the next, maybe some type of ALTCOIN, but there are reasons. Like I try to see like who are the people behind people's coin just now, but yeah, I saw something that I didn't like because people. So people does not have a single source of origin, but can instead be seen as an evolution to the grassroots fundraising movements that led to the rise of meme coins, like Dogecoin and Shiba. It's like an inside joke. I have a friend that goes like meme coins all the time. That's why I accidentally, yeah. But so, does anybody know knows anything about the founders behind people? Because if not, yeah, for me it's like a red flag. But yeah, I always say trade it, don't date it, don't marry it, okay? By the way, guys, not financial advice. If you want to marry it, go ahead and put a finger on it. Like, I'm not going to judge you, but I'm just saying. Okay, next, let's have a look at Ripple, which was looking the last time we had a look at it, remember? It was really looking like like had better days. Okay, Ripple. Oh, still holding support. Look at this, guys. It pushed back up at support. This is not a joke, okay? But what's horrible is there are signs of a bad divergence going on, okay? On one of the oscillators, MACD is still bullish, but I don't know how long this will hold. We are losing strength in the positive momentum. Like, fine. We had some type of volume, I guess. That was okay-ish yesterday on the daily. Kind of, you know, I like that the bulls pushed back. I like the bulls pushed back. That's a good thing. But we need to see some more action. It's kind of looking a bit boring now. Except the fact that we held support and bears lost steam a little bit, so we had a push. There's nothing you can see on the divergence telling you we're gonna get a push. Nothing on the oscillators really. MACD just turned bullish like now, I think. Yeah, literally an hour and a half ago. That is after we had a bit, a bit of a push. Okay, so it came a bit late, but it came. And now we are at resistance already when it comes to Ripple. Like, if you want to see a continuation, we need to break above this line, literally, right here. Let me see that straight. So if you can break above this one, see eventually around 0.34-ish, 0.396 to 0.4-ish levels. That is very, very possible, okay? And after that, next resistance would be around 0.41, 0.424, around these levels. That's Ripple in short. Moving averages on the 4-hourly, not looking that good for the bulls. On the daily, looking even worse. Let me have a look at the same thing, looking at my other screen really. It's pretty much looking bearish, like short term is about to curl below the midterm when it comes to the 4-hourly time frame. Also on the daily, okay, it's already below the midterm. Short term is already below the midterm, but it looks like it wants to get below the long term as well, guys. So not the best, it's not what you want to see for Ripple. Like the good times kind of left the scene after we got rejected again at these levels, literally. And then when we broke out of this third support, it was literally bye-bye. After that, it was bye-bye. So that's Ripple in short. I'm trying to see if I see anything indicating something that we should focus on. Yeah, well, if anybody was looking at the hourly, we got a clear indication that we got a warning sign. In short, we got a warning sign on the hourly chart, okay? Welcome back, Mago. Okay, what else? We had a look at QNT yesterday, right? It's holding on. QNT is still holding on. Kinda, look, I can just stretch this out a little bit. It kind of came close to support levels, bounced back up, but I don't see any strength yet, really, okay? On the 4-hourly, yes, you could have noticed it, but on the daily, it was not that clear. We still have positive momentum on the MACD, even though it's weak. MACD is still bullish. RSI is close to neutral. It's around neutral. Volume, I don't know where the volume went. It's left the scene as well. It's looking pretty much dead on the daily. On the 4-hourly though, a little bit better, a little bit, but not that good, okay? MACD is bullish. We have some positive momentum on the MACD. Moving averages look fine, but that is gonna stop looking fine the moment this one crosses below this one, so that in mind. RSI is that was a sharp turn. RSI is above neutral, but guess what? We're about to develop like some bad divergence if we can't, get above this level of $124.4 and close above it. Then it's not gonna be looking that good. It's not gonna be looking that interesting. We had some nice divergence as well on the 4-hourly that told us to, have a nice time. And it's playing out right now. It's valid. It's playing out. On the hourly, it's looking fine. It's looking fine. It's not gonna be looking fine though if we break this support level right here. Let's see. So hourly, look, if we break this level, what is it? $120.5. We break and close an hourly candle below this level right here. Not much holding us until $115 to $117. Okay, just saying. And if we break 115, yeah, we're back to the areas of the last support. Okay, somewhere around these levels. This should be a bit higher. Just hold on a little bit. There you go. So yeah, that's Q and T. We have resistance around support around $120. We have resistance around 124. Let's just say a bit more conservative, $125. Okay, $125. Like, look, resistance, resistance again. Okay, we break above that one, see eventually around, yeah, $133 to $136 easily. And when I say break, remember guys, break. I have to stop saying break because I might be confusing people. I do not just mean a break, I mean a close above the ranges that I'm discussing, okay? Okay, just hold on. I'm just gonna sneeze again. Hold on. And I'm back. Okay. So right now, I do not see any indications on the 4-hourly like telling us that we are gonna go down and we are holding support. On the hourly, let's see if this is gonna turn into sideways action instead. and then hopefully, you know, get above 100, and at least on the hourly, we need a close between 122.6 to 123.2. If we can get above this level, see you at next resistance. On the hourly also, it's around $125, okay? But straight away now, I don't see anything telling us a reversal is coming, like, to the downside. Not immediately, not immediately now, okay? RSI is in bullish territories as well. So that's, yeah, I just saw the bad divergence that's going on the hourly. So even on the hourly, we need a close above $124.3 at least to, like, make the bad divergence that is building invalid, okay? So that's QNT, you know, support levels on 4-hourly. What could come next? Like immediate move. Like, I don't see any resistance really until 124 to 125 right now. Okay, next. We haven't had a look at Matic. I don't know what's going on with Matic, so why not? Why not see Matic? I should extend this a little bit more, but I don't want to, you know. There you go. Okay. So this support line right here, we kind of broke out of it once, you remember? And then we got back above it. Definitely above it now again. Look, we have the new development when it comes to Matic is that we have support around 0.8662 now, okay? If we lose that, next one will be around 0.838-ish dollars, fine. Like, really, it's not far from this level right here if I just do this. Again, this should be a bit taller. Around these levels, okay? So if you lose this support around 0.8, let's just say 0.87. We close any daily candle below, you know, 0.87. I think it's the same on the 4-hourly, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, pretty much so on the 4-hourly too. Like, if we close anywhere below 0.87 dollars on the hourly, see eventually at old support levels again, okay? Well, we are at support right now. I see some nice divergence going on, okay? I see some nice divergence developing on one of the oscillators. MACD trying to go bullish on us. It's really trying. Like, this negative momentum right here is a little bar compared to the other bars, okay? Problem is we are at resistance. We need to get above 0.916, 0.9, yeah, 916, and I'm being conservative, okay? So somewhere around these levels. So if we can break above 0.916, and I'm being conservative, not much holding us until literally 0.948, you know, $0.95, okay? That would be the next resistance if we can break a 4-hourly candle above this one and close above it, okay? I think same goes for the hourly. Let's have a look. Yeah, pretty much the same on the 4-hourly. On the hourly, I mean. Hourly also support around 0.8. Well, on the hourly it's a bit different, okay? We have support around 0.89 to 0.89-ish around these levels. I can just draw a box. That would be for the hourly, okay? Let me do this. And then this. Okay, done. We are done. Good. Good to go. So that's Matic. We are at resistance now, so the fact that we could see a bit of a pullback is not strange, and not one of the strongest markets I've seen these past days, really. Like until we can get above 0.9, like this red line, let's just say, I can just pull this. It's still the same resistance if we look left, actually. Until we can get above this one, we're not gonna be seeing $1.06, okay? So that's Matic in short. Let's see what Bitcoin is doing and slow down a bit. Gonna have a look at the chat as well, since I haven't seen it in 2-3 minutes. Okay, not much going on. So, guys, new development when it comes to our dear SBF. So, this is very important, okay? Like, this came out like now. And when I mean now, literally now. Look at this. Sam Bankman-Fried, or Fried, as many crypto people call him, is arrested in the Bahamas after the United States, files criminal charges. So there was an arrest warrant, okay? And from an arrest warrant, suddenly I read he was arrested. I was like, whoa, that was fast. That was real fast. So he was arrested by the Bahamian authorities Monday evening after the United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York shared a sealed indictment with the Bahamian government, setting the stage for extradition and U.S. trial for the one-time crypto billionaire at the heart of da 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 da. Before his arrest was announced, SBF had been expected to testify virtually before the House Financial Services Committee on Tuesday, but his attorneys told CNBC that he will not testify. Like, what? What? Why wouldn't he testify? His arrest is the first concrete move by regulators to hold individuals accountable for the multi-billion-dollar impulsion of FTX last month. Yeah, well, that could be because he's not as good as hiding as Do Kwon is, which is apparently in Serbia, even though he's not hiding, like, quote, not hiding. Like, this is happening, guys. He's arrested. Like, SBF did not think once that this was gonna happen to him. Um, I guess when you don't have any money left to donate, or donate, quote, left and right, people won't be saving your butt anymore, like literally. uh, the Bahamas and the United States have a shared interest in holding accountable all individuals associated with FTX who may have betrayed the public trust and broken the law. Hmm. While the United States is pursuing criminal charges against SBF individually, the Bahamas will continue its own regulatory and criminal investigations into the collapse of FTX with the continued cooperation of its law enforcement and regulatory partners in the United States and elsewhere. Hmm. I was so worried that his crew turned them in. I guess paying them $200 for lunch wasn't enough. Nope, it was not enough. I think it was even more than $200. Much more than $200. Like that, I remember I was shocked. I think maybe it was, I don't know, but I think it might have been more than $200. So maybe it was $200. It's still a lot. It's still a lot. State evidence. Yep, yep. He's going in. I wonder what's gonna happen with Caroline now. That's gonna be interesting. What's gonna happen with Caroline? I think they're gonna turn against each other. Like he's in trouble, and he's been talking so much. Everybody realized he's been lying in all those interviews, saying different things. And Hafizillah, bless his soul, he like fried SPF. He fried him. Like that interview was so legendary. I was like, wow, wow, that's a top-notch, top-notch journalism right there. Like, mm. And on top of that, it came like I heard that SPF was paying the block, an ex-respected, news platform when it comes to crypto. Ex-respected, and I say ex-respected because apparently they were bought out by SBF, like somebody was bribing them to say certain things. Yeah, that interview was last nail on his coffin. Yep, that was it. Like, really, hats off to Coffeezilla. Like, he didn't get the he didn't get enough applause, like compared to all the claps SPF have been getting just for making interviews. Like, no, kudos to him. Like, big respect to that guy. Like, he he did something good. He did something good. He nailed him. So that's it. For SPF, the show's over. No more, no more interviews. No more going to conferences and speaking on conferences. No more this. No more that. And I saw something weird. Hold on. Let me try to pull it up for you guys. I hope to God this isn't true. Because if it is, yeah, that would be so crazy. If this is true, it's I don't know what to say. Look at this. It goes from crazy to crazy. Literally from crazy to crazy. Okay, so I don't know why, but SPF wishes to create a company. Formally added as hearing witness. The former CEO of FTX, let's just say, SBF has shown interest in launching a new company in order to satisfy all of the company's debtors who number over 1 million and are owed up to $50 billion. SPF has indicated that he would be open to the idea of launching a new business with the purpose of compensating the clients who are owed money by him. This is literally Luna 2.0. Literally Luna 2.0. If he does this, wow. Like, I hope to God he's not like, if people are crazy enough to invest in SBF again, or if he like creates another coin to invest in that coin again, you're asking to be wrecked. You're literally asking to be wrecked at this point. Literally. Yeah, Mago. I think so. Look at Luna 2. You'd think that people wouldn't touch it ever again. But it's like a damn sect. The people who got Luna 2 airdropped, especially, you know, the guys who were backing up Duquan and feeling sorry for him and whatnot, this and that. This is the thing. Luna would have eventually fallen into pieces even if SPF was not, you know, the guy behind the fall, behind the collapse. Because the whole mechanism of Luna was crap. When I read everything, when I went through the fundamentals, the technical stuff, I was like, wow. It didn't make sense. It just didn't make sense. So it eventually it was gonna fall. SBF just pushed it. If he was the one behind the collapse, like you know, people are saying, we don't know if it's 100% true, but that's the rumors out there. Even if he wasn't, eventually it would have still fallen. But anyways, there are people who believe in Luna 2 like I don't know what. Like when Luna 2 came out, it was one of the craziest things. I was watching this live. I was just waiting for the market to open because I wanted to see what would happen. Where is it? Luna S. Look at this. Okay, it's not this one. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this crap, Mago. The date came out on the 30th of May, okay, after he wrecked people and people, you know, killed themselves and I don't know what. Instead of, you know, going ahead trying to maybe in some way fully, like, I'm not saying he had necessarily, you know, to revive, you know, Luna if it's broken and it can't be fixed, fine, but compensate the people, you know, like you're never gonna bring back the lives that were lost, but compensate them for God's sake. Anyways, look what happened when it came out. You'd think that this wouldn't happen, but it actually went all the way to $18.9. And this is Luna 2. Luna 2, after it came out to the market, it went all the way to $19 almost. Now, anybody, and if you guys are watching this show right now, and if you guys got, you know, in Luna again, like, I can't even feel sorry. And I'm a person who feels sorry for people, you know, when they get wrecked and stuff, but I cannot feel sorry for you. Like, literally, you Why even? I remember there were people, a lot of tweets about Luna's gonna go to $30, $40, this new Luna, and I don't know what. And I was like, okay, go ahead, go get wrecked. Literally, go get wrecked. I can imagine many were buying at these levels, like many, around $15, $10, and so on. But it's a risk. You're asking to get wrecked, literally. After 10, like after it just wicked down, it sold $10, for a few more hours, like it was hovering around it. Since then, this is Luna. This is the new Luna. That's it. Do I need to say more? That's it. The people are crazy enough. The crypto space is crazy enough. Like, it's, I wouldn't be surprised if SPF does something, and Kevin O'Leary is probably gonna be one of the first person who's gonna buy that that S coin Mako. The way he's talking about SBF, like he's in love with the dude or something. I don't know, but like, yeah, of course, if somebody pays you $15 million to just to be a spokesperson, you're probably gonna be like in love, if not have a crush. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Yep, yep. They are, Mago. They are. They are about to have nightmares when they realize that they could have invested in, compared to Luna, there's Ripple out there, there's Cardano out there, there's Osmos, there is like there are so many I can bring, like almost everything else is better than Luna. Almost, not everything, but almost. It's like FTT. Remember when I told you, like, I don't know why, but we're probably gonna see it, bounce back up, because I was just, reading TA and so on, and people are crazy. People are crazy. It went up. It went all the way. Like this is madness. Just a few days ago, it was back at $2, like from 1.3 and so on. Maybe, hopefully, those people who took it up there were just trading it, playing TA and not thinking, you know, like some people did when it came to Luna, and went like, oh, this is a perfect price. It went down this much. It's gonna, you know, roll roll back up again one day. So this is an awesome price to get in at. And then, yeah, nothing happens. And now he's going to jail. So what they expect when he's going to jail? Are we gonna see? What are the chances? Are we gonna see? What are the chances leaning towards more? Are we gonna see prices around zero, or $10, $20? Just logic. We don't even have to do TA on this. Just common sense. Yeah, good luck. Good luck to those of you who like to risk. It's actually better to head over to Las Vegas and gamble. At least you'll be having a bit fun, while losing money, instead of this. Okay, next, let's have a look at BNB. So yesterday I said that we are at support, but by the looks of things, wasn't looking the strongest. I wouldn't be surprised if we go all the way to $266. Okay, if we lose $266, $265, $266. Next would be around at these levels right here. I should probably pull this a bit. Hold on. Around these levels, okay? I still do not see strength really when it comes to BNB right now. And by the way, Binance Exchange, there's a lot of FUD out there when it comes to Binance. A lot of FUD out there. Like my Twitter feed today was just Binance FUD, Binance FUD, Binance FUD today. I was like, wow, wow. What's gonna come out from all this FUD? We'll see. Other than Bitcoin, what other coins are really being used as currency? Well, Ripple, for one, like I don't know if the use case is as high really because I remember when the last I know like years ago there were banks trying to test it and whatnot and this and that, so they tried it out. Other than that, other than Bitcoin, as currency, let me think now. I'm going through watch list. Hold on. I don't know if Nano will not. No, really. Not Nano either. And by the way, Mago, do you mean you used like, let me look at your question again. Used as currency. Well, it's really the stable coins and Bitcoin like used as currency. Yeah, because if you can go to some countries and pay literally in Bitcoin, and in some stablecoin also works. Otherwise, well, then you have Dogecoin. I think Twitter accepted Dogecoin for some. Well, not Twitter. Sorry, I take that back. People are gonna go and zoom in and start buying Dogecoin now. No, when it comes to Tesla, there are some things that you can buy with using Dogecoin. The last time I saw it, I don't know if you're still able to do that though. Let me have a look. Tesla. Yeah, you're still able to do it. Wow. I thought I thought they would probably, remove it, but it's still possible. Let me see. Shop. And Tesla, just trying to see where it was. Lifestyle. Yeah, if you head over to Tesla.com, it's actually clear there. Craziness, but this is real deal. You can still use Dogecoin to buy things. Looks like Bitcoin's going down a little bit on the 15-minute chart. We'll have a look at it. But look at this, Mago. What can I buy from Tesla with Dogecoin? Look for Dogecoin symbol next to the order button for Dogecoin eligible. eligible products. How do I buy something from Tesla with Dogecoin? To purchase using Dogecoin on the Tesla shop, you'll need a Dogecoin wallet. Lord, I never. This is true life. This is true life. Well, Dogecoin 2022, 2021 is a currency to buy things. You can use it as currency to buy things on Tesla.com. Craziness, right? Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Yeah, true. But we are still cool though. Because if we look at, you know, left, 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 and then this, see if everything is in order. Yep. Support, resistance, support, and market confused right now. So yeah, unless we, you know, get below this line, I think we're about to reverse like now. So it was a cool short-term move to the downside. Not that bad. So I'd expect a move back a bit back up now. Since we're looking at the 15 minutes, then at least to 17,200-ish or 17,190-ish dollars. Because downtrend, neutral suddenly, and now, yeah, you can't really see it on the MACD because it's still bearish, okay? But we have some nice divergence as well developing also on one of the oscillators, not on the R side, nothing on the R side. Can't see it on the R side, but on one of the oscillators, some nice divergence. But expecting a reversal like now, literally. So we'll see if it plays out. But you know, Mango, when it comes to like cryptocurrencies being used nowadays, with all those companies that offer debit cards where you can fill them up with crypto, and then literally wherever you are, any part of the world, you can pay with it. Like it's a Visa card, MasterCard. All you do is send some crypto there, and it changes it to, you know, the currency of the country you are in, or it doesn't even change it. Like you don't have to do anything. You just pay with it, and then it automatically does the job. The company does, you know, the rest, and you get out simply. So if you think about it, like there are many cryptocurrencies that you can pay, but pay directly, like from wallet to wallet, it's probably Bitcoin, probably Bitcoin. what was it? There was some, I don't remember the name of, I think it was in the Miami conference, Bitcoin Miami conference, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I don't remember the name of the company, but there was some company. He was a young dude that I think it's a young dude that's behind the CEO. And he had some like deals with other companies. I don't remember, like big companies where you could pay with Bitcoin, like through them, pay with Bitcoin. So it's interesting. Every time you do an exchange, it's probably a small fee, right? Well, yeah, yeah. But like some of the companies, they have this, like every time you pay with it, you get something in return, either the company's coin or you get like Bitcoin in like small amounts of Satoshis in return and so on and so forth. Um, but it's not such a big hassle. Like the fee is I don't think it's that bad. I've read about some of them. It's completely fine. Thing is, let's say you got some Bitcoin and you wanna, pay in Bitcoin. Would you want to pay in Bitcoin while it's this low right now? Because you're giving it away for free in like other words. You understand what I mean? And then you're probably gonna regret it when it goes back to, I don't know, let's say 30K, and then you've been using it to pay stuff when it's around, below 20K. It's gonna be something, you might not be happy about later. So maybe it's better to get rid of the cash instead and use the cash. But yeah, cash is also king. So, but you understand my point. Okay, guys, I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'll be back. Just gonna warm up some hot water again for my tea. That's the Achilles wheel. Bitcoin's supposed to be used like a currency, but most people are holding it like gold, expecting it to go up. Yeah, yep, exactly that. Like, it's a different thing, Mago. It's a different thing if you, for example, buy it at, low lows, and then you've been like making gains and, profiting from trades and so on and so forth. At the end, like the profits you're making, it's not like you want to hold it and take it with you to your grave. There's nothing we can take in this life, with us to the graves. So go ahead, enjoy life. Like in my opinion, go enjoy life. Like eat with your loved ones, travel, set up your hobbies, and I don't know what, because you've earned it. You've literally earned it. Like you've been working and so on and so forth. You've been making, good profit and so on and so forth. So why not enjoy life a little bit, right? The people that never like do anything with it and just huddle the rest of their lives, like it's actually sad. It's like, well, what's the point? What's the point? Like you have to enjoy life a little bit also, especially if you're making gains and winning some and not just losing, money. And I think a lot of people do, like, there are, for example, those that bought Bitcoin at $1 and so on. They are living life. They are living life. They do sell Bitcoin when it, reaches ranges of all-time highs. They sell. They go buy their jet planes. They go buy islands. They go buy, I don't know, like crazy cars. I mean, exclusive cars. They buy like not villas, but literally, what do you call it? Castles. So, so why not? Yeah, when I went to New York, me and my sister were having the same conversation. Yeah, right. Like, why not enjoy life? Like, what's the point? Like, you've made gains, especially in the bear market, where you should be busy learning. Because if you miss the bear market and you're not busy learning, you're not busy, spotting those good entry points and so on and so forth, gonna be difficult when you come, when the bull market, comes. So enjoy life. Like, I know people that have been in this space a good while, like a good while. Like, luckily they didn't have to go through the pain of learning technical analysis and whatnot, because they've been in this space for a while. Like, they have their own jet planes, they have their own islands, they come and go as they wish, and they do what they like, and it's with Bitcoin money, most of them. Like, so some have many houses that they don't even, they can't even, go and live in some of them, because they have too much. They have like too much land, left and right. So all this is from Bitcoin. So not everybody holds, because I've seen with my eyes also people do spend. People do spend, like, they reinvest it maybe in other things. Buying jet planes and exclusive cars maybe is not, the best thing, because that's just, living life. But many people also reinvest it. For example, in Turkey, I had a friend, after getting into crypto. Now he's moved. He doesn't live anywhere, in the country that I am in. But he bought a home in Turkey. Don't ask me why in Turkey. I was like, "Are you crazy?" He was like, "Yeah, Turkey." But he bought a villa in Turkey, and I thought it was kind of crazy, because I was like, "Wow, you're gonna be like far away from your family and whatnot." But he liked the country. He, liked the weather and the people and so on and so forth. So he was like, sure. And he did it with Bitcoin. He literally did it with Bitcoin. I was like literally with him when he was talking with the real estate agent, and they were discussing price and stuff. And I was like, wow, look at the times we've come to. It's craziness. Exactly. We can only be in one place at a time, no matter how rich we are. Exactly, Mago. But the good thing is that guy who has too much houses here and there, land here and there, he has a few kids. So I know his kids are gonna be in good hands when they grow up. Like, they have boss for a father, so they're gonna be in good hands. They don't have, to go through the struggles of life when it comes to the, you know, economical part. So they're good. Um, these kind of things are good. These kind of things, it's it's good. It's not bad. Even though he can't be everywhere now, at least he's gonna be able, to give a house or a land to each one of his kids. Because at the end, that was one of his plans. So it's also good. It's not bad. Yeah, crypto, like, it changes you. Some went from being humble to, yeah, you don't even recognize them anymore, and some are still humble, like luckily. So not everybody, it doesn't change everybody, but it does change some people, unfortunately. Okay, chat, 2 3 minutes. Look, Bitcoin is still holding that support area we spoke about, but we'll see. We'll see, like what happens. 15 minutes. Like if it even wicks all the way to 17,119-ish, I wouldn't be that worried, but we'll see what happens. I hope so. Uh, from your lips to the universe, Margot. Hopefully. So we can also, well, I don't have any kids and so on, I'm not married and so, but so hopefully one day we can also, live a lot of, things for our kids to come, or for your kids, for all our kids, and not only that, but be there for our family members, relatives, and even, friends in need. Like I've always I have a hope, and hopefully one day I'll be able to do it. It's it's like build. I don't know how to explain this, but shortly, uh, build a roof for kids that are orphans, or kids that do not have it. Uh, good. Stuff like that. Like it's one of my goals in life. I reach my other goals. And I always say, unfortunately, this world does not work without money. People who say money is not important, I understand money is not important. It's not more important than the people you love. But at the same time, we live in a world where money runs things literally. So you can't live without it either. So yeah, a dilemma. But yep. Okay, we'll be back in 2 3 minutes. You see, those discussions are interesting. We'll go. I'm still here, but I'll be back in 2 minutes. And back, guys. Mago, I tell everybody I know money is the fuel that takes you to where you need to be. It is. It is money and motivation. Like if you don't have the will, you're probably not gonna get anywhere. Like will is important. Will is very important because there are some people who are just happy with what they have and where they are, and they don't, you know, thrive. Like they don't do their very best. They're just, you know, like they've settled down. That's it. Um, it's good to always like level up and advance. Like I always say, like I'm that type. I always want the best and better and better and better. Like I keep on going. Like and knowledge is the key, really. Like if you have knowledge, and if you like are hungry for knowledge, I think that's very important. That's one of the most important things. It helps. It helps. Okay, so what happened? What we spoke about is happening. So 17,119, 17,020 levels, and we are getting a push. You see my go? It's just lovely, right? As predicted. Yeah, now let's see if the push is actually gonna be a good push. But I guess some analysts, some traders were buying up at that support level, so understandable. Now let's see if there's a bit of a push. We need a push, follow through. Like the people who got into crypto a few years ago, not a few years ago, let's say for example 2014, 2013, those people are set up for life without going through all of the hassle of learning TA and whatnot, this and that. Because some of those that I got to know that got in the space like much earlier, some always tell me that I'm a better analyst because I had to learn the hard way, um, when Bitcoin was actually a bit higher and I like needed to, you know, learn TA. I needed like to go through all that hell with being wrecked here and wrecked there and I don't know what, this and that. Being exit liquidity for liquidity, you know, for other people. But they let's say you bought Bitcoin at $10, $100, and you bought like many Bitcoins, or you were a miner at early stages. That also, because there are some that have been mining Bitcoin for a good while. They do not have to go through all the troubles of like knowing TA in depth because they maybe have over 100 Bitcoins, over 200 Bitcoins, and you know, they're just set. They're just set. So when it goes to all-time highs or when it goes to higher levels, Some reinvest that money, they take profit, they reinvest that money in lands and other investments as well. You know, they spread their investments. You know, they always it's not good to have all your eggs in one basket, and it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. So the fact that the guy that I knew bought a condo in Turkey when prices were higher is not a bad thing, because at the end, now when prices went much lower, at least his condo is like doing okay. So yeah, it's not a bad thing. Okay, let's have a look at some other TA. We're gonna get back to Bitcoin and see what happens with this. What's going on with Maker? Long time ago, like, and I'm saying long time ago, many months ago, I spoke about Maker having the top right here, right at this level, okay? Since then, we've been going down, 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 and then I said if we lose this level of around, let's see now, $661, eventually we are gonna be coming, you know, to around 573 to 500-ish dollars, which would not be that strange. And if we lose this, there is really not much holding us until 473, $422. Last resort, guys. This is Maker, like I spoke about it way before all this started developing. So it's nice to see K is being respected here as well. We still have, let's have a look at the monthly. Whoa. Prior month was not a nice close, guys. Very bearish engulfing candle, okay? Weekly not looking the best either. Like, not showing strength yet. We do have positive momentum on the histogram, yes. MACD is bullish, yes. If this doesn't start, you know, showing some signs of a reversal, like in a week or two, more likely that we will continue a bit lower. It's more likely, guys. We will see if 572 holds, but in a week or two, if we do not see some type of reversal action, like something indicating reversal, it's more likely that it goes down, a bit more further down, okay? There was this bad divergence that developed, which played out. The negative momentum hasn't even begun yet. Like that, with how the monthly was is kind of looking right now. We still have 18 days to go, but we'll see what happens. Like it's not what you want to see. For the bulls, it's not what the bulls want to see, at least. We'll see how this candle closes. Maybe it will be the first indication of a few others to come. Telling us it could be time soon, you know, to see some reversal. We have some nice divergence going on the daily. RSI as well, which is good. Okay, that's also good. So we have first resistance around $600. Okay, if we can break $600, well, if you want to be a bit more conservative, $616. Okay, if we can break that, next one would be around 633-ish, around these levels. Okay, $630 to 633-ish dollars. If we can get above that one, if we can get above this box, for example, let me do this. I'd rather be a bit more conservative, so above the top of that box, which would be $637, not much holding us until 658-ish to 676 even possible. Like, not much holding us until these levels. Maker Dow. Next. Like, Atom is kind of interesting because, you know, it broke out of this falling wedge, this descending wedge. It broke out of it. But where's the follow through? Where's the volume? Like, no volume since August, like strong volume, you know, buy pressure coming in. We are below critical levels, key levels right now at the moment as well. But guys, if we come a bit lower, as long as we don't, you know, close any weekly below $0.509, we could see this nice divergence play out. Okay, that's on the weekly. Let me have a look at this. So there's no divergence, anything like that on the daily. MACD is still looking bullish. Positive momentum going on, even though it's getting weaker. What I don't like is the wicks, the shadows to the downside. Like that's you don't want to see that when you want to see strength. Like that would benefit the bulls. Okay. Sorry, this is not Cosmos. This is Ava. My bad. The wicks, I don't like the wicks, guys. I do not like the wicks. Okay. We do have some type of support going like this. If we break this support though, we break this support, guys. If we close any daily candle below 0.54, okay, we could easily come to these levels between 0.45 to 0.51 eventually. Keep that in mind. And we have resistance right by this red line right here, which would be around 0.694, 0.68 to 0.694 levels. If we can break above this one though, not much holding us until, you know, probably 0.85 levels. That's Ava. So we'll see how it plays out. Next. Let's have a look at Dodge. Well, Dogecoin, Elon's favorite coin, right here. So guys, looks like we are still, at this support box right here, fine. But I do not like the fact that it is below this critical line either, okay? Like daily, if you guys can see, if I zoom in a bit, we kind of wicked back above the line, but most importantly, we closed below it, our daily candle. And this one, if it acts as resistance now, this is not nice for Dodge, okay? MACD is looking bearish. We have negative momentum, growing. There's no divergence whatsoever. Okay, so by the way things are looking, if if this support doesn't hold, like this range right here between 0.082 to 0.078-ish levels, okay, eventually around these levels right here, Dogecoin. Like I like this candle, prior daily candle. It's fine, even though we closed, below this critical level. I like it, but we need to see ASAP. We need to see some follow through. Hold on, guys. And back. Let's have a look at the 4-hourly. Okay, 4-hourly first resistance we got is around 0.09271. If you can get above that one, see eventually around, well, 0.096 to 0.099 areas. Wouldn't be surprising. But if this candle closes like this, not liking it much. We do have some nice diverges on, well, no, actually not, now that I look at it. Yeah, we do. It's a type B, but we do. But MACD is also bearish here. Our side, it's weak. It's weak, guys. Let's have a look at the weekly. Still 5 days to go, so can't do much with it. I do not like if this candle closes anything like this. The monthly candle closes anything like this, like probabilities, it's more likely that it's gonna go a bit more further down if it closes like this, but we still have 18 days to go, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's Dogecoin in short. I think I've discussed both the support and the resistance areas. Yeah. Good morning, Sinner. Welcome back. So that's Dogecoin in short. Like we are at support, but if we close any 4-hourly candle below 0.08739, guys, or 0.0871, expect some. It's another thing if we just wick to these levels and then pull back up. Um, um, I have the cold, sinner. What's wrong with your voice? I have the cold again. I've been like telling you past days. The fever is back and so on and so forth. Like I should have probably not met people who were sick, but one of them was my family, so I couldn't help to get infected again. And I'm what do you call? I don't have a lot of fat in my body, you know. So even though I exercise and try to be healthy and so on and so forth, the cold gets to you bad. So I can't even breathe through my nose. Like everything is I'm not feeling my best. Yep, that darn cold. It's horrible. Just horrible. All I'm doing is drinking tea again, like multiple times a day. And all that trying to get, you know, better as fast as possible. So deal with it, sinner. I can't help it right now. I can't even say N without it sounding a bit weird. So, but go ahead, have a good laugh. I hope you're entertained at my cost, even though I'm feeling bad. Okay, so that's Dogecoin in general, guys. Is there something else? Next. Hmm. No, it's not fun. It's not fun, Sinner, especially when I'm not when I'm sick. It's definitely, but yeah, it's fun in general. But I've been it's a pain when people like you are the ones, you know, I'm playing against. But it's been fun. Mago, if you're a fan of chess, uh, maybe one day you could play Sinner if you like, because somebody needs to beat him, like literally beat him. Not literally beat him physically. I mean beat him in chess. Okay. Okay. So mask. We are at. This one is looking interesting. A little bit interesting. Moving averages on the daily look pretty much bullish. Let me have a look at my other screen. Ooh. Hello, dead cross. Like that's not good. Like short term just flipped the long term. Okay, it just rolled over below the long term. But if you can just go a bit more lower, you know, it's fine. As long as we don't close below 2.4, you would actually form, you know, some type of nice averages on the RSI. But I like how the prior daily candle closed. Like, obviously, bears are losing a little bit of steam right here. That's fine. So, okay, we have resistance around, first resistance on the 4-hourly chart around $3.2 to 3.24, well, let's just say 3.25 to $3.2 on the 4-hourly, okay? Next would be not much holding us until 3.42 next. This is on the 4-hourly. Like, so first one would be around these levels right here where we got rejected. We can close a 4-hourly candle above it. See eventually around these levels right here. Sinner, focus on TA. Focus on TA instead. Trust me. Just gonna hold up. That red line was so crooked. Hold up. Next resistance right there. If we can break above this level, close a 4-hourly candle above 3.2, eventually see around 3.4 to 3.8-ish dollars. 3.4. 3.43 to 3.48-ish dollars. Okay, not much holding us until these levels. A lot of resistance for masked actually right now. Next would be around 3.7-ish dollars, guys, like the top of this box. Okay, that's on the 4-hourly. We got support around 2 point right here on the 4-hourly. We got support around these levels. If this breaks 2.7-ish next, and if that doesn't hold, see eventually around 2.55 to 2.5-ish dollars eventually. And if that doesn't hold, well, yeah, back to lower lows, lower support again. Okay, that's mask in short. What's going on with the Bitcoin? Did what we discussed kind of play out or not? Sinner, like, you came here to chill, like you're so in the wrong channel, right? Like, so in the wrong channel. But yeah, we chill, and we do TA. But you're gonna be stressed watching the stream if you came here to chill with all the TA talk. So Mago, you see, we had a bit of a follow through, a bit, you know, but we need some more push. We actually need some more push, but so far TA is being respected and so on. Okay, next, let me go through what we went through first of all, so I do not. So we went through Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Matic, Keepu as well. If he is not being respected sinner, you're probably not doing it the correct way, is the answer. Mask. We're gonna have a look at LTC after this one, and then we'll see how it goes. Let's see now. What else did we have a look at? Maker, right? Maker DAO, Matic as well. Dodge 2 and Ava. I think we had a look at Quant also, right? Yeah, we did. Quant. Okay, LTC. And after LTC, we are gonna go through what happened with the falling wedge on Bitcoin and have a look at it, you know, visually, so you guys can see what's going on. Litecoin, where is it? Okay, like support so far is holding like a king on the daily, but on the weekly, things are not looking that bright right now. Okay, I'd be very, very cautious right now. We still have 5 days to go on Litecoin weekly candle, like so we need to give it a bit more time to see what happens with the weekly. But I'm not liking this. Not liking this. Bulls kind of lost steam. MACD is still looking bullish. Yes, we still have some bad divergence. Like it's only gonna be invalid if we can close above $130. Okay. On the weekly, same goes for the RSI. Same there. Daily. I like the fact that we had this, you know, pull right at support, but I wouldn't be shocked either if we go a bit more down, because looking at the weekly, it's telling us, you know, bulls are losing steam, okay? And daily, we are ranging like sideways. If we have a look at this, let me just do this. Hold on. Where's the parallel channel? Here. Okay, so we are below the hard line as well. You know, like, let's see if we have anything. Okay, okay. We have some nice divergence developing on one of the oscillators, but MACD is bearish, guys. Still some strong negative momentum, you know, going on. That hasn't slowed down a bit. Let's have a look at the 4-hourly. Got a little bit of push right at support, bottom of support, so that's not bad. I'm bull, but like bears. That's not bad on LTC, but look guys, we need to get above this resistance right here, $78.32. Next one is gonna be around $80. It's not a joke, okay? So we got some on the 4-hourly. One resistance, first resistance around 78.2. Second resistance, well, let's just add it up to one complete resistance, okay? Between $78 to $80, okay? First resistance. If we can break above this line right here, the top of the parallel channel, which would be around $80.32, see eventually around 80, well, 84 to 85-ish dollars, guys. Like there's not much holding us. Um, when it comes to Litecoin, like it was a nice catch buying at around $60. Like all good. Right now, I'd be a bit cautious because the weekly is not giving me good vibes. Like I'm only gonna be feeling a bit more confident if we can at least, close above $83 on the weekly when it comes to Litecoin. Until then, it's looking weak. On the weekly, it's not looking that strong. Like, keep that in mind. Support is pretty much the same. Not much has changed since the last time I spoke about it as well. So yeah, that's Litecoin. And back to Bitcoin just to see what's going on. Okay, so you remember the falling wedge I spoke about yesterday? Look at this development, guys. We are actually like prior daily candle broke above it. We are still holding support. Okay, we wicked below it, but we are still holding this support. This one I drew today, but the falling wedge, you guys that saw the stream yesterday, you knew about it already. It's not new. Question is now, on a daily note, okay, we will, can we see like some kind of, pull through? If we, for example, come all the way back down here and test this, but this time as support instead, that would be a nice, sign for Bitcoin. On the weekly, we need a bit more push, to see it, away from this, resistance line that has been acting as resistance since God knows when, since 2021. Okay, over a year ago now. But daily, it broke out of it. Keep that in mind. That's important because when was the last time it did that? Well, I have to do this just to be fair to the daily, chart. If we do this, it's not really, it's almost 3 touches, but not really, yeah? So just take it back to how it looked. There you go. Still above it. We just gotta see what happens. Let's have a look at the 15-minute chart again before I call it a wrap for today. Okay, so far not bad really. It held support. We're kind of ranging. We still need though some follow through, like gotta see some push. There is sell pressure going on, I see, looking at the volume. But gotta see some push, but I like the fact that support held right here. Next resistance is around 17,190-ish, guys. So, and this is the 50-minute chart. If we can break above, if you want to be conservative, 17,195. If we can close above it on a 15-minute chart, eventually see around 17,242 again. That would be next resistance 250 to 270 even, okay? We have some nice divergence also, do not forget that, on the 15-minute chart on one of the oscillators. MACD is still bearish though, okay? Keep that in mind. But looking at this, definitely bears lost steam. And now we are getting that push we need a little bit. Slowly we're getting it, I think. Four seconds left to go. I just want to see how the 10 minutes candle closes. Nice. Not bad, not bad. Strong candle. So probably gonna see, you know, some more push to the upside by the looks of it. Let's have a look at the 1-minute chart just to see if everything is adding up. Yep, pretty much, yeah. On the 1-minute chart though, resistance around 17,167, guys. Keep that in mind. Okay, now this I don't like. But we need to see a close above 17,159. Like, very important on the 1-minute. So we can see that push to around, yeah, the next resistance right here. Well, that was that. That wasn't something that was nice for the 1-minute chart, right? Mago, are you getting the jits? Are you seeing how I'm thinking? Perfect. Awesome. So yeah, sometimes closes are very important to have an eye on. As if we would have closed above, 17,159, no continuation to next resistance. But before this happened, I didn't like this line right here. And yeah, this is by the way the 1 minute chart. So now we'll see if support around 17,146,145 holds. This is live hypothetical trades. Last resort would be 17,143 areas. If that breaks, if this one breaks, let's see now. And I'm back to the 15-minute, support areas. 17,135. See. And resistance 17,135. Yeah. We are losing positive momentum on the 1 minute chart. MACD looking a bit unsure. Like we are losing strength in the positive momentum. Apologies, we are losing strength. Just watching this demo bone, just looking at this hypothetical trade. Let's see if it is respected or if it fails. And if it fails, that's why stop losses are necessary, right? So 3 times it got a push from support levels. 3 times literally, okay? But the 1 minute chart developed some new, resistance around 17,152. It's the 1 minute chart, so it keeps on changing. So now we need a close, which we got, and bam, but go. Like by the end of, the educational consulting and so on, I'm gonna be disappointed in myself. Like if you guys do not, turn out to be strikers, literally strikers. When I came up with the name of the channel, it took me probably two months or something because I couldn't stop thinking about what it should be called. Because then, after many discussions, many options, many discussions, I hear from some friends and so on that they call me a straight shooter, in other words. So I was like, okay, striker. Then, okay, we're gonna go with striker just because we've been, striking that TA. So hopefully I'm gonna be able, to teach you in very simplified ways what I see, what I don't see. But now you see, Mago, like before this candle developed, I told you I do not like what I'm seeing, and we need a close above this, level. Okay, we didn't get it. And then this support kind of held. Okay, we got a bit more push after we got above this candle 17152. It's the minute chart. It changes all the time, literally all the time. It keeps on changing because it's 1 minute chart. But after we got above this candle right here, we got a bit more push. Sorry, it should have actually been this one, but the support held. You saw it like 1, 2, 3 times how it kept on pushing every time. Now, if it breaks below this one, like I said earlier, like not much holding us until levels right here. If it breaks, I don't like the development of this one. And all this happened while we had negative momentum on the, histogram, while MACD was still looking bearish. There is some type of nice is it? Hold up. Yeah, we have some nice divergence going on the RSI. But when you learn to spot those support and resistance levels, it's a big help when it comes to trades, like a big help. Like I've had people ask me why I don't give up sell signals and so on, and for me it's like, well, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't want to do that. But at the same time, if you're paying attention, and we're talking paper trades, if you're paying attention, When I talk about support and resistance, it's in other words, it is entry levels and exit levels. Right, Mago? Do you get what I mean? Well, that support him like a king. So awesome. Just awesome. Great. Awesomeness. So far, it played out. Um, yeah, can't complain when it comes to TA. I might not be as good in chess, but yeah, I can't, I can't, I can't be good in chess because I haven't put years of sweat and blood into chess like I've done with TA. So, chat, beautiful people, Mago, thank you for being here from start to end. You always, give this channel life with your good questions and so on. Like, no question is like they say that there's not a stupid question, there's only stupid answers. But your questions are definitely something that a lot of people can also learn from. So, thank you for being engaged and to the rest of you watching this when you replay it. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you all. Thank you for all the contributions and the love and the positive feedback. Like it's very heartwarming. I hope you guys find value in the contents that I bring. I hope you're learning something. And if you are, share it with your friends. Let's get this channel on the move. For some reason, I've been stuck on the same level of subscribers for a while now. So share it with your friends, subscribe, hit that bell, and most importantly, that notification button, because some videos are time sensitive, okay? You don't want to be the last in, because the last in means that you've probably missed what's going on. So thank you all. Take care, and I'll be back probably again tomorrow, even though I'm not feeling my best. But I'm trying to be here daily. That's the point, at least. So take care of each other and eat healthy and all that. Try to stay away, from infected people, so you don't end up like me. And I wish you a wonderful day and good night if you guys are going to bed as well. And see you on the next one. Good night, Mago, and the rest.